Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel. I am Matt Cap and there's another video on Raid Shadow Legends. I promise you I have, and I built them so you don't have to, ready, but we're preempting that by a day because two things happened that never happened. And when you get two things happening that never happened, on the same event, on the same moment, I feel like that in itself is news. So we are going to do a little bit of a news segment. The first thing I want to share with you is, of course, today is the 2x Ancient Shards, and there's a guaranteed champion at the end who's a pretty cool champion. Let me tell you what. Who has a passive on a cooldown. Whenever an ally is attacked under a block damage buff, placed by this champion is a 75% chance of placing a stun debuff on the attacker. An active effect if an ally is about to get killed by a fatal hit, blocks incoming damage, places a block damage buff on them for 1 turn on a 4-turn cooldown. So a chance to save a champion from imminent death once. Pretty cool. And then his A3 places increased defense buff on all allies for 2 turns. Then removes any decreased defense and weakened buffs from all allies. So that's kind of nice little pseudo cleanse, as well as, of course, an increased defense. And then has an attacks all enemies with a one turn. Wow. 100% chance to place a stun. And then, of course, has the decreased defense provoke one enemy 2 times. First hit is a 50% chance of placing a decreased defense. The second hit is placing a provoke. It's a 50% chance. God, I wish there was more guaranteed provokes. But, overall, pretty stalwarty champion. I can't even see the top of his crown. I can't. Can we move the camera up? I don't know what's going on there. So that's your chance there. You get 104 here. I'll open up 20 for you today. You guys like shard openings and stuff. I just pulled the champion. Oh my god! And I just pulled another one. And it's a duplicate Shazar. I don't need Shazar. But whatever. It's a gold. So take that, player, with your odds. I still haven't pulled a Void Lego. But there you go. There's my pulls. But that's not why you're here. That's not why this video is. That's just a little extra for you. Just no big deal. Shazar. I don't know, actually, does that... I feel like I'm already done the Faction Guardians. But... yeah, I've already done the Faction. But that maybe that frees up... oh no, I've already got 2. Sag. I guess I'm going to have a +1. Maybe I've got 4. Maybe I've got 3 sitting out there. I'll have 4. I'll be able to remove... one of my make a +3 here. I don't know. Whatever. Okay, so 1 out of 20. It's pretty good. Here's the news. First off, there is something under embargo that I woke up before the embargo was lifted. As of me recording this, now obviously I won't publish it until the embargo is up. That's how it is. I'm a full hour ahead of the embargo. A full hour of me recording something and then getting ready to post it for the embargo. This has never happened before. I don't even know how I'm doing. Oh yeah, I'm doing this because of coffee. Oh, that's good coffee. Okay, so here it is. We have a new fragment. I mean, yeah, surprise, it's a new month and we have a fragment. But here's the second thing. So not only am I awake before the embargo is lifted for this, but this is a new fragment, and it's a goddamn Skinwalker. We finally got ourselves a Skinwalker. I didn't think it would happen, but here it is. And let's go over them. I'm kind of in shock a little bit. I'm a little bit, I don't know what to do, but here it is. Let's take a look at his kit. First of all, he has an increased ally speed in all battles by 20%. Then he has a passive. His passive has a 50% chance of stealing 1 random buff from an enemy each time they receive a buff. Any stolen buffs become protected. That's pretty crazy. Then we have Uko's Mercy revives all dead allies to 40% HP, then places a block damage buff on them for 1 turn. Also places a 30% increased speed buff on all allies for 2 turns. Will place the increased speed buff even when there's no dead allies. So keep that in mind. This will be on cooldown. So this, unless you intervene, this can go on cooldown before people die. But the good news is, it comes with the speed. I assume it's got at least a 1-turn cooldown. It might even have a 2-turn cooldown from the books. Uko's Fury attacks all enemies 2 times. Each hit is a 75, so I assume that'll be 100 with books. Chance to remove 2 random buffs from the target. So that's a chance. That's a 100% chance if I'm right. 100% chance on a 3-turn cooldown, probably. Maybe it'll stay a 4-turn to remove 4 total buffs from a target. From all enemies? Wow. And then places a block, buffs, debuff, and a 50% decrease accuracy buff, debuff for 2 turns on targets that have no buffs after the attack. Wow. That seems pretty cool. That seems pretty good. And then attacks all enemies, has 50% chance, places 50% decrease attack debuff for 2 turns. So, first off, yeah, this is a pretty stalwart champion. I see, my guess, pretty good on defense arena. Probably Hydra. I'm thinking if you can put a 2-turn... For a 2-turn block buffs on a 3-turn cooldown, if it is a 3-turn cooldown, now we don't know what the books are, on the Hydra, and then on top of that, you're also able to remove buffs if any of them are stolen, or like there's the reflect debuff or anything like that. So it just kind of cleans everything up. That'd be a pretty good, yeah, a pretty good ability. I think that's a pretty good ability. I think it's a pretty good champion. And then A1 attacks all enemies, has a 50% chance of placing a 50% decreased attack debuff for 2 turns. And I assume that'll be maybe to 75% chance. Yeah, I mean, I'm interested to see books, but I think it's a pretty cool champion. I think it's a pretty strong champion. I see good faction wars. I see good Hydra. I see possible arena. We'll have to test what that is, but I feel like that Totem Warden plus Urko's Fury should be pretty good in the arena. Plus, you have a revive ability with a block damage. So if any of your allies do die, he just brings them back, which is always a pain in the butt. Hopefully, has plenty of HP and defense and can be a real pain in the ass in the arena. Yeah, geez, you know, that's not a bad little champion. So there you go. Madcapper wakes up before an embargo and does a video, and it's a Skinwalker Fragment Fusion. September 9th is when it'll be released. So let me just double check that one. Mighty Uko, September 9th. Yeah, Friday, September 9th, so a week away. So there you go. You have a week to prepare yourself for a new fusion. It's Fragment Fusion. It's September 9th. And there he is, Skinwalker Legendary Support Force, Mighty Uko. And it's a Skinwalker. How about that? There you go. I promise you tomorrow. Tomorrow I will release the. I built them, so you don't have to. I've been hyping it up so much. It's not a fancy one, but it's one that had to be done, and I felt I need to get the video out there. So that'll be tomorrow. But today, there you go, Fragment Champion, Mighty Uko. He looks a bit like if Pumbaa ate too much. No, I'm too tired this morning. There you go. There's the news. Thank you for watching. Appreciate you. As always, be kind, be safe. We'll see you in the next video.